Hello, this is the Young Achievers Network. I am Afol L. Banson, and welcome to today's podcast. Before we go any further, kindly help me grow this channel by liking this video, commenting on it below, sharing with your friends, subscribing to this network, and when you subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you can get a notification whenever I upload new motivational content. Today we are looking at the topic, the substance your life is made of. The substance your life is made of. Everything in life is made of some form of substance. Water has a substance that is made of. Fire, air, soil, plant life, animal life, objects such as glass, clothing, furniture, automobiles, and millions of many other objects are all made of some form of substance. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines substance as a fundamental characteristic or quality. Secondly, it defines substance as the ultimate reality that underlies all outward manifestations and change. So substance is a fundamental characteristic or quality, a basic and important and necessary characteristic part or quality. Again, it is the ultimate reality that underlies an outward manifestation and change. So, in understanding the substance our life is made of, we are looking at the ultimate reality in our life that underlies all outward manifestations and change. We are looking at the fundamental part of life. Everything in life has a fundamental quality or part or ultimate reality that holds it in place. And when that quality, that ultimate reality, that fundamental characteristic is compromised or is removed, that thing loses its nature, its potency, and its effectiveness. In other words, a wooden table is as strong as the substance it is made of, which in this case is a tree. So the table is as beautiful and as strong as the tree that it is made of. If there's any compromise in the nature of the tree, it will affect the beauty and the strength of the tree. The same thing applies to human life. Every human life has fundamental components that keep it together. And when any of those fundamental components is compromised, that life will lose its potency, its nature, and its effectiveness. So the question is, what are some of the components that keep human life together? We are looking at just 4 powerful components that keep human life together. And if these components are compromised, our lives will fall apart. Number 1, the mind. Your mind is a fundamental component of life. Your mind is an ultimate reality that underlies the outward manifestations of life. If you lose your mind, you lose your life. We call it insanity. We call it madness. And you are remanded in a mental home. So your mind is powerful. Your mind is a generator of ideas. Your mind is the place where creativity and innovations come from. Your mind is the place that you give birth to solutions to problems. It is with the mind that we serve God. It is with the mind that we reason. It is with the mind that we confront the challenges of life. It is with the mind that we face and overcome the difficulties of life. So it is important that we make sure that our mind is kept in good condition, because if our mind is compromised, our life will be compromised. Secondly, the will. Our will is our capacity to make choices. When our will is compromised, our choices are taken away, or our ability to make sound choices, good judgment, good choices will be compromised. It is with our will that we decide whether to wake up from the bed or stay in bed, whether to go to bed early or to go to bed late, whether to solve a problem that we are facing or to give ourselves in to that problem and suffer the consequences and the detriments of that problem. It is with the will that you decide who to make as a friend or who to take as a friend. It is with the will that we decide what to do and what not to do. If our will is taken away, is compromised, our life will fall apart. If our will is compromised, even if we have the best idea, we will not be able to make the right choices that will bring the idea into a reality. And there are some people like that. They have wonderful solutions to the problems they are facing, but they lack the strength of will to act on those solutions, so they are still where they are. Number 3, talents. Every human being has been given talents. It is a natural endowment. We were born with it. With talent, we work on it and we turn it into a skill. Talents are ingrained, they are hardwired into our genes. And every human being has a variety of talents. According to the Johnson Corner Research Center or the Human Engineering Research Center, the average human being has a number of talents that can give them up to 27 different possible career options. Did you hear that? According to the Johnson Corner Human Engineering Limited, the research says that the average human being has a plethora of talents that can give them up to 27 different career options. Now, if your talents are removed, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you become good at. And all of us have been given the ability to be exceptional at something. We are all talented at something. What you are talented at is not what I am talented at. What you are gifted or skilled in is not what I am gifted or skilled in. The 4th is time. Time is another substance that our life is made of. Time enables us to measure life. Time helps us know how much of life we have used. It is important that we learn to use time effectively. Now, what is the most important substance that every life is made of? Out of these 4, what is the most important one? Is it the mind? Is it the will? Is it talents? Is it time? You see, the most important component or substance that every human life is made of is one, common to all. This substance is common to everyone, irrespective of your nationality, your gender, your genetic makeup, your education or background. This substance is common to everybody. We all have it. Number 2, it is extremely fragile. Very, very fragile. You can lose it in a split second. Number 3, it is irreplaceable. When you lose it, you cannot replace it. Number 4, it is uncontrollable. You cannot control it. It is beyond you. Number 5, it is a commodity. So now, out of the 4 components I mentioned, the mind, the will, talent, and time, which one meets these 5 descriptions? This one substance that all of life is made of is time. Once this substance is removed from every life, every other component falls apart. Once time is removed, your life comes to an end. your will is meaningless and your talents are worthless. But with this component of time, you can enhance your mind. You can use it to strengthen your will. You can use it to turn your talents into skills. Time is very, very important. There is an application or an app that many people are so crazy about, which is made by the Chinese. It is called TikTok. And people love to be on it. People are literally addicted to TikTok. What people do not know, that TikTok is also the same sound as the ticking and talking of the clock. So as you spend all this time on TikTok, know that your life is ticking and talking away. And people are addicted to TikTok and their whole life is passing them by without them knowing. Time is so deadly. One of the topics I will deal with is the dangers of time. So you must make sure that you use time effectively. So if there's one thing that your life is made of, it is time. And what are you using your life for? What are you using your time for? What are you using your time for? Time is this fundamental substance that your life is made of. What are you using it for? Time is the ultimate reality that underlies the outward manifestations of change. Someone can go into the secret places of their life, work on themselves, develop an idea, and in about 3 or 5 years, come out with an idea that changes the world. They used time. Yes, they used their mind, they used their talents, they used their will, they used skills, they used other resources, but they used time effectively. Another person spent that whole time binge watching Netflix or television series or telenovelas. My advice to you is that you learn to make the most of your time so that you can make the most of your life. Remember, every second you lose can never be redeemed. This has been Afro L. Benson. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Sayonara.